What didn't they get? I got my enchanted weapons, my vicious gladiator armor, my wand of untainted power, and all my gold.
You called the police because someone hacked your World of Warcraft account?
What choice did I have? The mighty Sheldon, level 85 blood elf, hero of the Eastern Kingdoms, has been picked clean like a carcass in the desert sun. 3,000 hours. 3,000 hours clicking on that mouse, collecting weapons and gold. It's almost as if it was a huge waste of time.
Whoever did this knew what they were doing. He got in and out of your account in under 15 minutes, transferred all your stuff, and didn't leave a digital fingerprint.
Oh, there isn't enough chamomile tea in the world to quell the rage in my heart.
Hey.
Hey, Penny, we're kind of in the middle of a crisis here.
Oh, I know. Bernadette told me. Sorry, Sheldon. I know that game meant a lot to you.
That game? Excuse me, Penny, but Doodle Jump is a game. Angry Birds is a game. World of Warcraft is a massively multiplayer online role-playing... Right, technically it's a game.
Fine. You walk up to the house, knock on the door, and demand your stuff back. What if he says no?
I don't know if you've been following the news, Leonard, but there have been some terrific advancements in the field of torture.
No one's getting tortured.
Fine, we'll abide by the Geneva Convention, but ask yourself this. In the course of our lives, how much lunch money has been taken from us? How many kites? How many Scooby-Doo trapper keepers?
I totally had one of those.
Yeah, of course you did. It was a fun and practical way of organizing your schoolwork. But the bullies took it from us. Well, no more. Tonight we take back our dignity, our birthright, and our pride. What do you say? Who's with me?
Sheldon, let's go.
Coming.
Why did you bring that?
No weapon strikes more fear into a man's heart than a Klingon batleth.
Okay, let's get clear on something. We're just gonna tell this guy to transfer all of your stuff back into your account and then be on our way. No one's batlething anybody.
So my blade shall not taste blood tonight?
No.
Well, now I just feel silly holding it. Are you Todd Zarnecki?
Yeah. Who are you?
I'm Sheldor of Azeroth. I want my things back.
I don't think so. Let me see that.
Careful, that's a collectible.
I know. I've always wanted one.
Well, he's even more cunning than we thought.
Now what?
Give my friend his stuff back.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, then good news. Today's the day a girl's finally gonna touch you in your little special place. Now give him his stuff back.
Okay. We did it! I said we.
My new book, The Hidden Reality, takes on a grand question. Is our universe the only universe? You see, there's a growing belief among scientists like me that ours may only be one among many universes populating a gigantic cosmos. In The Hidden Reality, I explore this possibility without presuming any knowledge of mathematics or physics on the part of the reader.
Hysterical.
I'm glad you talked me into this. We work so hard, sometimes it's nice to goof off and do something silly.
Agreed. Yeah, wait till you hear how he dumbs down Werner Heisenberg for the crowd. You may actually believe you're in a comedy club. Excuse me. Dr. Green, question?
Yes.
You've dedicated your life's work to educating the general populace about complex scientific ideas.
Yes, in part.
Have you ever considered trying to do something useful? Perhaps reading to the elderly?
Excuse me?
Yeah, but not your books. Something they might enjoy. I kid, of course. Big fan. Whoa, what do you think you're doing?
Shooting at a target?
With what?
An arrow.
Really? I didn't see you draw one from your quiver.
I'm not gonna do that, Sheldon.
Leonard, the people at Nintendo can only go so far in helping us recreate an actual athletic experience. We have to do our part too. That was uncalled for, but I'll play along. Ow. Bernadette is thinking about breaking up with Howard.
Oh, that's too bad. I wonder what happened.
It's hard to say. I can only speculate based on the data I collected watching my parents' marriage implode. In that case, the woman dives into religion, while the man dives into a bottle blonde bartender who tries to buy my love with action figures. Oh, out of arrows.
Well, you sure get your money's worth out of these games.
Did I tell you our lab got a grant to study addiction?
No.
Fascinating work. I recently trained a capuchin monkey to smoke cigarettes.
Have you learned anything?
Yes. He looks much cooler than the non-smoking monkeys. Although it's not much of a contest. The other monkeys just sit around and masturbate.
If you don't mind, I'd like to stop listening to you and start talking.
Will Amy be joining us for dinner?
Yes, I believe so.
Good, good. Everything okay between you two?
Yes. Why do you ask?
No reason. I was just talking to Raj, and he mentioned what a lovely glow she has these days.
Did he mean as if she'd been out in the sun tending an herb garden without wearing a hat or sunblock?
No. That's not what he meant.
Well, we may never know. As my mother would say, the Asians are an inscrutable folk. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have work to do.
Yeah, you do, you dog, you.
I should let you know that she asked for details about our dalliance.
Interesting. So it went beyond the mere fact of coitus to a blow-by-blow, as it were.
Pun intended?
I'm sorry, what pun?
Not important. I described your lovemaking as aloof but effective.
Now, I wish you hadn't done that. That's going to make me a chick magnet, and I'm so busy as it is.
That's my water.
What?
My water, you're drinking it.
Dear Lord. Have you been drinking it?
Yes, it's my water.
Well, that's it then. I'm dead.
You guys ready to order?
Yes, I'd like a 7-day course of penicillin, some syrup of ipecac to induce vomiting, and a mint.
I don't understand.
He drank from Leonard's glass.
He drank from Leonard's glass, the words they'll be carving into my tombstone.
That's actually my napkin.
Oh, this is a nightmare!
Where are you going?
To the bar to sterilize my mouth with alcohol. Gangway, dead man walking!
Have you met Bernadette's parents?
You mean Adolf and Ava? Not yet. One goose step at a time. Sheldon, that's my water.
Oh, dear Lord!
That's not your water.
I know.
Where's the mouthwash?
Where indeed?
Howard and his mother are at the hospital. Come on, we gotta go.
Oh my God, what happened?
I don't know, I just got a text. Come on, hurry.
Okay.
Sheldon, let's go.
To a hospital? Full of sick people? Oh, I don't think so.
Okay, well, your friend and his mother are there. We're going.
I can't.
Oh, don't tell me you're afraid of germs.
Not all germs. Just the ones that will kill me. It's the same way I'm not afraid of all steak knives. Just the ones that might be plunged in my thorax. Howard, I have to go to the bathroom and no one will take me home.
What's wrong with the bathroom here?
pneumococcus, streptococcus, staphylococcus, and other assorted caucuses.
Sheldon, my mother is on her deathbed, and my fiancé is grief-stricken over putting her there. I'm not taking you home.
Will you at least go with me to the restroom here so you can open the door and flush the urinal?
No!
This might be a good time to point out, Howard, that friendship requires a certain give and take. Hold the door! Finally. Oh, what fresh hell is this?
Wait, you can't leave here. You've been exposed.
No, I haven't. It's all good. But wait, there's more. I also invented 2 new chess pieces. The serpent and the old woman.
Okay, now I have to ask, what do they do?
When the serpent slithers to an opposing player's piece, that piece is considered poisoned and will die after 2 more moves.
All right.
Unless it gets to the old woman in time, in which case she sucks out the poison, turning her into the Grand Empress. I must say, ever since you started having regular intercourse, your mind has lost its keen edge. You should reflect on that.
Excuse me, but Einstein had a pretty busy sex life.
Yes, and he never unified gravity with the other forces. If he hadn't been such a hound dog, we'd all have time machines.
Got it. Bye.
You know I'm right. Knight to old woman. 6 1/3. Brilliant move. Thank you. Will 2 of you excuse me?
I need a hug.
Sorry, I have company.
I guess you're probably wondering what's got me down.
Actually, I was wondering if I could add a 3rd new chess piece. Yeah, how do you think people would feel about Prince Joey, the king's feeble-minded but well-meaning cousin?
I'm gonna be 30 years old and have no one in my life to love me. I'm such a basket case. I can't even talk to a woman without having alcohol in my body.
The fun thing about Prince Joey is every time he moves, there's a 1 in 5 chance he'll kill himself.
Forgive me for staring, but you're very beautiful.
Thank you. That's a great accent. Where are you from?
India.
Oh, cool. I've always wanted to go there.
It's a beautiful country. You'd love it. May I join you?
Okay. Sure, why not?
My name is Dr. Rajesh Kutrapalli, and this is my friend, Dr. Sheldon Cooper.
Hi.
Oh, there's no need to interact with me. I'm just here to observe.
What's he observing?
We're scientists. We observe everything. Here, go buy yourself a scone.
All right. I'd like to buy a scone.
Oh, I'm sorry, we're out. We have muffins.
They sound delicious, but this money is earmarked for scones.
What are you doing?
Oh, just getting comfortable. So how long have you lived in Los Angeles?
They were out of scones.
Sheldon, I'm talking to someone. You're being rude.
Hey, you guys ready to order?
Sure.
Okay, Priya?
I have the shepherd's pie. You want to split that with me?
Oh, no, he doesn't.
Why not?
Well, you know, milk in the taters, milk in the gravy, Parmesan crust. Your lactose intolerant boyfriend will turn into a gas-filled Macy's Day balloon.
Not quite accurate. The Macy's balloons are filled with helium, whereas Leonard produces copious amounts of methane.
Have you considered massage?
I'd like to respond to that sarcastically. Yes, I relish the thought of a stranger covering my body with oil and rubbing it.
I was proposing you massage your muscles with your own hands.
Still sounds like a lot of unnecessary touching.
Trust me. With your right hand, locate the spot where the scapula meets the acromion process.
All right.
Now push your third finger along the ridge of the shoulder blade, making a small rotation as you do so.
Rotating.
You should feel a small node-like object rolling back and forth along the bone.
You mean the myofascial point?
Obviously. Now bear down on it like the 7th grade noogies we all know too well.
Oh, dear Lord. Yes. Yes. Oh, yes. Amy, I've never been touched like this before. Oh, my hands are magic. All right. This is a form indemnifying me from your use of Leonard's bedroom. Sign here indicating that I tried to stop you and did so using a stern facial expression.
Good night, Sheldon.
Wait, not yet. We still have to go over safety procedures. Now, the apartment has 3 emergency exits located here, here, and here. In the event of a power outage, luminous paint will guide you to the nearest exit.
You're kidding.
Good news, Raj. I got the blood work back from the lab. You're okay to stay for a while.
When did you take my blood?
Not important. Your sugar was a little high. I'd follow up with your regular physician. In the meantime, I have some paperwork here for you to go over.
What the hell is this?
Yeah, boilerplate stuff. A modified roommate agreement for a temporary house guest and a living will and durable power of attorney.
Hey, Sheldon, did you change your Wi-Fi password again?
Yes, it's Penny. Get your own Wi-Fi, no spaces.
Thanks. Wow, it's with the fancy spread.
My new roommate is bending over backwards to ingratiate himself to me. Nice touch, by the way.
What do you mean, new roommate? What happened to Leonard?
Same thing that happened to Homo erectus. He was replaced by a superior species. What are you doing here?
What?
I said, what are you doing here?
I live here.
I have paperwork that says differently.
Priya's going back to India.
Irrelevant. Rajesh and I have a good thing going, and you're not going to ruin it. What are you doing here?
Been up all night. I had a fight with Bernadette.
Why?
She gave me a beautiful watch.
Leonard, do you understand this?
Yes.
Talk to him. Excuse me. Oh, Amy's at the dry cleaners, and she's made a very amusing pun. I don't care for perchloroethylene, and I don't like glycol ether. Get it? She doesn't like glycol ether. Sounds like either. LOL. Penny. Penny. Penny.
You do realize I stand on the other side of the door waiting for you to finish knocking 3 times.
I know. I can see the shadow of your feet under the door.
Yeah, my point is it's a waste of time.
If you're looking for an example of a waste of time, I would refer you to the conversation we're having right now.
What do you want?
I've decided to take your advice and have arranged to go on a date with Amy Farrah Fowler.
Oh, that's great. Have fun.
Wait. You have to drive me.
What?
You know I don't drive.
Well, go ask Leonard.
I did. He said, and I quote, "Ask Penny. It was her cockamamie idea."
Leonard said cockamamie?
Actually, I'm paraphrasing. Having been raised in a Christian household, I'm uncomfortable with the language he used. And to be honest, I'm not entirely comfortable with cockamamie.
Okay, fine. When's the date?
Now.
Now?
Hurry, we're going to be late.
Sheldon, did it ever occur to you that I might have other plans?
I'm sorry. Do you have other plans?
Well, no, not per se, but...
And so this conversation is as pointless as your door-knocking soliloquy?
Let me get my cockamamie keys. Tonight is Sheldon's first official date. Discuss.
Is this true?
Apparently, a semi-incestuous Teens for Jesus 4th of July hoedown didn't count.
So, Amy, what about you? Do you date much?
Once a year. It's a deal I made with my mother in exchange for her silence on the matter, as well as the occasional use of her George Foreman grill that seals in the flavor without the fat. What about you, Penny? Do you go on many dates?
Yeah, I wouldn't say many. A few. What's...
Your characterization of approximately 171 different men is a few.
What? Where did you get 171 men?
Simple extrapolation. In the 3 years that I've known you, you were single for 2. During that time, I saw 17 different suitors. If we work backwards, correcting for observation bias, and postulate an initial dating age of 15.
Whoa, wait. I did not start dating at 15.
I'm sorry, 16?
14.
My mistake. Now, assuming the left side of a bell curve peaking around the present, that would bring the total up to 193 men. Plus or minus 8 men.
Remarkable. Did you have sexual intercourse with all of these men?
No.
Now, although that number would be fairly easy to calculate, based on the number of awkward encounters I've had with strange men leaving her apartment in the morning, plus the number of times she's returned home wearing the same clothes she wore the night before.
Okay, Sheldon, I think you've made your point.
So we multiply 193 minus 21 men before the loss of virginity. So 172 times 0.18 gives us 30.96 sexual partners. Let's round that up to 31.
Okay, Sheldon, you are so wrong. That is not even close to the real number. I'm gonna need a drink over here.
Clarify something for me. Isn't the point of a communal meal the exchange of ideas and opinions? An opportunity to consider important issues of the day?
It is. You just kind of put a damper on things when you said, the next person I see talking with food in their mouth will be put to death.
Well, we could argue about who said what all night long, but to set things back on course, I will propose a new topic of conversation.
Oh, great.
What is the best number? By the way, there's only one correct answer.
5,318,008?
Wrong. The best number is 73. You're probably wondering why.
We're good.
73 is the 21st prime number. Its mirror, 37, is the 12th. And its mirror, 21, is the product of multiplying, hang on to your hats, 7 and 3. Huh? Huh? Did I lie?
We get it. 73 is the Chuck Norris of numbers.
Chuck Norris wishes. In binary, 73 is a palindrome, 1001001, which backwards is 1001001. Exactly the same. All Chuck Norris backwards gets you is Ciron Cook. Aren't you slicing that man's brain a little too thin?
It's too thin if I were making a foot-long brain sandwich at Quiznos. For examination under a 2-photon microscope, it's fine.
Well, you're the expert. If the correct way to do it is the wrong way, then I yield.
Very well. If you die and donate your body to science, I promise to slice your brain like Canadian bacon.
Thank you.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to take my temperature.
Are you monitoring your circadian rhythms in order to identify your periods of maximum mental acuity? I did that one summer. Oh, youth. Oh, right. What were the symptoms?
Elevated heart rate, moist palms, dry mouth, and localized vascular throbbing.
Localized to what region?
Ears and genitalia.
Interesting. Not body parts that usually team up. What about environmental factors? Describe the scene for me.
I was sitting in a restaurant with Penny and Bernadette drinking water, carbonated as it was a special occasion. Penny's friend Zach stopped by and said hello, and I said, who?
Who?
Zach.
Then why did you ask?
Ask what?
Who?
Zach.
All right, let's start over. What did you say when Zach walked in?
Who?
Zach.
Why do you keep saying Zach?
Because you keep saying who.
I'm not saying who now. I said who last night.
And the answer was Zach, correct?
There was no question. I simply said who.
All right, I think I have enough to go on. Hello.
Hey, isn't tomorrow your usual laundry night?
The supermarket was out of my regular fabric softener. If this one under or over softens, I'll need time to make things right.
That's thinking ahead.
The alternative would be to think backwards. And that's just remembering.
So how's Amy?
Amy's changed. I might have to let her go.
I don't know. Why?
I thought she was a highly evolved creature of pure intellect, like me. But recent events indicate that she may be a slave to her baser urges, like you.
Just gonna skip over that insult?
What insult?
Yeah, that's why I'm gonna skip over it. Are you saying that Amy is, oh, what's the scientific word?
Forget science. She's horny.
Water demon.
Ice dragon. Lesser warlord of Ka'a.
But not so fast. Infinite Sheldon.
Infinite Sheldon?
Yes, Infinite Sheldon defeats all other cards and does not violate the rule against homemade cards because I made it at work.
Do you understand why people don't want to play with you?
No. Although it's a question I've been pondering since preschool. Penny.
What?
We came to talk to Zach. Hey, Zach.
What do you want?
Listen, the stuff we were saying before, we were just kidding around.
No, you weren't. You were making fun of me.
Come on, it's what we do. We give each other a hard time. Hey, Sheldon, you look like a praying mantis.
That's very hurtful.
See?
I don't know. Still wasn't very nice.
Milk dud?
Oh, I love milk duds. Okay, we're cool.
Junior mints.
You guys want to come in and have a beer?
We're on our way to the comic book store. So.
Leonard's buying.
Really? I haven't been to a comic book store in literally a million years.
Literally a million years.
Don't.
You want to go with him?
No.
Okay, see you later.
What? Wait. You're ditching me to go look at comic books?
Are you mad at me?
I'm not happy.
Milk dud?
What are you doing?
We're going to be late. I'm pacing nervously.
You're jogging.
This is how the Flash paces.
Just chill out, Sheldon.
I'm not Sheldon, I'm the Flash. And now I'm going to the Grand Canyon to scream in frustration. I'm back.
Babe, open up.
I'm not talking to you.
And who are you talking to? Babe?
Penny, 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 penny.
What the hell is wrong with you?
I'm the Flash. I just knocked 30,000 times.
Okay, what do you want, Sheldon?
I understand why you're upset.
Really?
Yes. You're afraid that costume makes you look fat.
No. What? Does it?
Wait, don't worry. Wonder Woman was an Amazon. And Amazons tend to be very beefy gals.
Goodbye, Sheldon.
But they're not blonde, so put on your wig. Hello? Thank you so much! Okay, 10 seconds to midnight! 10, 9, no, wait! 8, I have a speech! 6, stop counting! 4, this is my moment, dagnabbit!
Check it out. Those guys are breaking into that car. What should we do?
We're the Justice League of America. There's only one thing we can do. Turn around and slowly walk away.
Hey, you guys ready to order?
Since we come in every Tuesday night at 6 o'clock and order the same exact thing, and it's now 6:08, I believe your question not only answers itself, but also stands alongside such other nonsensical queries as who let the dogs out and how are they hanging? Red leader to red 5, come in. Red leader to red 5, come in. Howard, you promised.
Fine. Red 5 to red leader. What do you want now?
It's 11:15. I'm requesting your quarter-hourly location update.
Still right behind you.
Copy that, red 5. Radio contact is sufficient. No need to extend your middle finger.
Are you an element in the Actinoid series?
No. Amy?
Are you usually radioactive when found in nature?
No.
Are you in the Lanthanoid series?
Amy, it's Penny's turn. Penny?
I don't know. Are you food?
That's not apropos. We've already established I'm found on the periodic table.
Well, it's a table, right? I mean, why can't there be food on it?
I knew she wasn't lead car material.
We can do all kinds of stuff from the waist up, you know.
Go to sleep.
Good night.
Please tell me you're not having coitus.
We are not having coitus.
You guarantee that it won't happen at any time during the night?
No.
Yes.
Good morning and welcome to Science and Society. I'm Dr. Sheldon Cooper, BS, MS, MA, PhD, and SCD. OMG, right? Perhaps that joke was a little too hippy-dippy for this crowd. Excuse me, we're not taking comments or questions from the audience just yet.
Oh, shut up, Sheldon.
Hi, bestie.
Yeah, hi.
All right, why don't we see if we can bring this back to topic?
Let me ask you something, Bernie.
I guess not.
Leonard, can I ask you a question?
Sure.
Are you bothered by the fact that your former girlfriend left the symposium with what is probably the most beautiful man I've ever seen in my life?
No, why do you ask?
Because we're going 120 miles per hour.
All right, no one's going to guess. I was spying the aluminum rims on the police car we passed a few miles back. I agreed to speak to you this evening because I was told that you're the best and the brightest of this university's doctoral candidates. Of course, that's like saying you're the most important electron in a hydrogen atom. Because you see, there's only one electron in a hydrogen atom. Well, good evening, Leonard, Howard, Raj, freeloader.
So, how'd the lecture go?
In a word, triumphant.
Really? Triumphant?
Oh, yes. You should have seen those young people. They're thirsty for knowledge, drinking in my wisdom. I may have changed a few lives today.
So what do you think?
It's a charming illusion, but it does not cheer me up.
Not even when I do this?
No. Penny! Penny! Penny!
What?
You're an actress, correct?
I'm not an actress. I'm an actress.
All right, you're an actress. I need you to teach me.
You want an acting lesson?
Perhaps two. I'd like to master the craft.
Okay, where is this coming from?
It has been suggested to me that acting techniques could improve my lecturing, at which, if certain tweets and blogs are to be believed, I suck the big one.
Does this mean you are done mocking my acting career?
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought making the transition from actor to acting teacher was the signal that one's career had reached the end of the road.
Forget it.
I'll pay you $40.
Saturday, 9 a.m., bring cash.
Penny! Penny! Penny!
What's wrong?
Nothing. I was acting.
You were acting.
Yes. In preparation for today's studies, I read Stanislavski's An Actor Prepares, Stella Adler's The Technique of Acting, Uta Hagen's Respect for Acting, and Henry Winkler's I'm an Actor.
Okay, one of the things that might help you in connecting with your students is being a little more spontaneous. So why don't we try some improvisation?
Oh, why not? It seems like you're improvising your entire curriculum.
This is all about listening and responding.
Gotcha.
I'm going to create a character and a situation, and you just jump in when you feel it.
All right.
All right.
Action.
All right, come on, come on. Put some real emotion to it. Blah, 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 blah. Vast and troubled galaxy. Go.
Oh, Shelley, a man's here to take you away to the future. Be sure to pack clean underwear.
That's good, that's good, that's good.
Mommy, why are you crying? Well, 'cause I'm gonna miss you, Shelley Bean. Even though you creeped the bejesus out of me.
Okay, I guess we're improvising now.
Well, I'm sorry. It's not my fault. I'm just incredibly smart, and everyone around here is dumber than a bag of rocks. Oh, now don't you start crying. You get in that spaceship. Mommy's late for Indian bingo.
Mrs. Cooper, hey, it's Penny. Yeah, I think I broke your son. Hold on. Talk to your mother.
Mommy, I love you. Don't let Spock take me to the future.
Yeah. So listen, fellas, who's up for a little party this Saturday night? Open bar, good eats, might even be a few pretty girls.
I'm in. Wait, but hold on. Just because the nice man is offering you candy doesn't mean you should jump into his windowless van.
Well, we should get going.
What about Sheldon?
Sheldon is not going.
Really? What do we tell Siebert?
Tell him Dr. Cooper feels that the best use of his time is to employ his rare and precious mental faculties to tear the mask off nature and stare at the face of God.
Sheldon, it's Saturday night. You'll be doing laundry.
Well, don't tell him that. Tell him the mask thing.
And consider this. Without you to make the case for the physics department, the task will fall to people like Leonard and Rajesh.
Are you trying to scare me? Because you're succeeding.
Well, then prepare to be terrified. If your friends are unconvincing, this year's donations might go to, say, the geology department.
Oh, dear, no, not the dirt people. Cooper Hofstadter residents, go for Cooper. Good Good morning, Mrs. Latham. Yes, of course I remember you. A woman well past her prime, seeking to augment her social status by doling out her late husband's ill-gotten gains. So how much money are you going to give me? I'm not crazy. My mother had me tested. I'm sorry. So eventually, zombies are going to attack the rehab facility where Sandra Bullock is?
Yes. Sheldon, keep watching.
It's a shame all that work she's doing to get sober only to be torn apart and eaten alive.
Hey, how's dinner?
Swell, I need a drink. We have any alcohol?
No. But we have potatoes. I can make you vodka. It'll take 2 weeks.
You're really a broken toy, aren't you?
I was able to get out of there before anything else happened, but she wants to see me again tomorrow night.
Excellent. What are you planning to wear?
What?
Penny, you're an expert on trading sexual favors for material gain. Walk him through this.
Well, no, hold on a second. I'm not going to sleep with her.
But we need a cryogenic centrifugal pump.
Forget it. It's not going to happen.
But come now, Leonard. This may be your only chance to make a real contribution to science. Leonard, Mrs. Latham's car is here for you.
It won't be too late. I'm just going to make a final pitch for the funding and then say goodnight.
Hold on. I have something for you.
What's this?
Just a few things you may need tonight. There's baby oil, condoms, and a little something I procured from the School of Pharmacology. They say it is to Viagra as Viagra is to a green M&M.
I am not going to have sex with her.
Maybe this will overcome your reluctance. I went on the internet and found a photograph of a 25-year-old Mrs. Latham to get your libido humming. Check out those saddle shoes. Wow. What's going on?
Oh, nothing's going on. Excuse me.
Are you just getting home?
Yeah.
That's a good sign, right?
Oh, yeah.
I'm so proud of you. You sold yourself out like a common streetwalker.
No, I didn't do it for the money.
She stiffed you?
I believe that's what your roommate did to her.
What?
Again, read the book we gave you.
No, I mean, I got the money first.
Smart. Get paid up front. Yeah, I think you have a real knack for gigolo work, Leonard.
I'm gonna go lie down.
It's a good idea. Get your rest. There are a lot more rich old ladies out there, and Daddy needs a new linear accelerator.
Listen, Rajesh. Leonard and I have decided to see each other again. And you don't get to tell me who I can and can't have a relationship with.
Actually, he can. The Hindu code of Manu is very clear in these matters. If a woman's father is not around, the duty of controlling her base desires falls to the closest male member of her family, in this case, Raj. The code also states that if she disobeys, she will be reborn in the womb of a jackal and tormented by diseases. If true, that seems like an awfully large gamble, given that the prize is Leonard. What's going on?
Well, Howard's gonna sleep here tonight. He had a fight with his mother.
Did you offer him a hot beverage?
No.
Leonard, social protocol states when a friend is upset, you offer them a hot beverage, such as tea.
Tea does sound nice.
You heard the man, Leonard. Yeah, and while you're at it, I'm upset that we have an unannounced house guest, so make me cocoa.
I smell Chinese food.
It's actually Thai. You're slipping.
Are Leonard and Priya here?
They went to Catalina for the weekend.
Oh, where's Raj?
At home, forbidding it.
How about Howard?
I'm given to understand his mother grounded him for running away.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess it's just the two of us, huh?
Actually, it's the three of us.
What up, bestie? Good news. Thanks to you, I was able to make a rhesus monkey cry like a disgraced televangelist.
Great.
So you feeling better?
Not really.
Sheldon, you have a guest who's upset.
Right. I'll make tea.
Oh, sweetie, it's okay. I don't want tea.
I'm sorry, it's not optional. Buonasera, Luigi's Pizza. Buonasera. It means good evening in Italian. May I say having to explain that to you calls into question the authenticity of your ristorante?
Okay, I'm out of here.
Un momento. Oh, for heaven's sake, now you're being deliberately stupid. Where are you going?
I'm having dinner with Priya at Raj's. I think Howard's gonna be there. You wanna join us?
But tonight's Thursday. On Thursdays, everybody comes over here and has pizza. Or a reasonable facsimile prepared by someone claiming to be Luigi, but who sounds suspiciously like Jackie Chan. Oh, dear.
What?
Raj's television. I just realized we're about to spend an evening watching a plasma screen with a cluster of dead pixels in the upper left-hand corner.
So don't watch TV. Read a book.
And be a social pariah? You know that's not my style.
Ugh.
The audible sigh is a show of exasperation, right?
Right.
Was it about me or the dead pixels? Excuse me, before this evening goes any further, we need to decide where everyone's going to sit.
There's no assigned seat, Sheldon. Just sit anywhere. Make yourself comfortable.
Oh, what fun. We're like hippies at a love-in.
Just sit here.
Yeah, right on, man, right on. Oh, look. It's Harry Potter and 98% of the Sorcerer's Stone. Excuse me. Isn't this the point where the world-weary barkeep absent-mindedly wipes down the bar and coaxes the woes out of the troubled patron?
Well, I was getting your stupid umbrella, but all right.
Hello?
Sheldon, are you all right? When last we spoke, you were going to take a taxi home from Raj's, but according to Facebook, you just checked in at the Cheesecake Factory.
Yes, I was in a taxi, but the driver didn't look at all like the photograph on his license, so I leapt out and ran for it.
What you doing?
I'm setting out snacks.
You do realize everyone's eating at Raj's again tonight.
Well, I didn't say the snacks were for you, now did I, Nosy Rosie?
You're having people over?
Yes. Must be killing you wondering who. Fine, I'll tell you. There's Stuart from the comic book store, Barry Kripke from the university, Penny's ex-boyfriend Zach, and TV's LeVar Burton.
Really? LeVar Burton's coming here?
Possibly. I tweeted him.
Okay, well, tell him I loved him on Star Trek.
Please, Leonard, stop trying to horn in on my new friends.
Come on in.
Thank you.
Hey, I thought you were with your new buddies.
I had to leave. They were having fun wrong.
Come here, Sheldon. Sit here with me.
Thank you.
Would you like some homemade chili?
Are there beans in it?
Yes.
Then it's not chili. Real chili has no beans in it. But you're from a foreign land, so your ignorance is forgiven.
Sheldon, do you want some or not?
Yes, please. Your girlfriend's a little